Welcome back to the Care Innovation Studio. We are here with our next guest, Laurie. Would you like to introduce yourself? Let us know who you are and what you do.
Certainly, and also it's a lot easier because no one can pronounce my name. It's Laurie.
Damn it! I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it.
It's Laurie Pinkerton-Rolet, and I'm director of Park Grove Design, specializing in care, dementia, and retirement projects. And I also host and research the Third Age Design podcast, which is in 64 countries.
Nice. Okay. Lovely. Interesting. Obviously, in the last 20 years, interiors in care homes and dementia have been born and come alive. You know, I think 20 years ago it wasn't even really considered. What's There's like so many areas in this, isn't there? What's innovation? What's new in this sector?
I think what's new is that we've, as a sector, started developing our own direction. So I like to use an example of radio. When radio started, it was vaudeville, basically, but just with the audio. When TV started, it was radio, but with pictures. Now there's streaming services. The whole thing has changed. And when care first started, I know this isn't answering your questions going backwards, but
okay,
it will get me to going forward. When care first started, it was almshouses, and then went into really a very hospital model. And that's what we've been trying to get out of, because nobody wants to live in a hospital. Mm-hmm. And so I think the innovation and the way forward is to get away, as far away from the hospital model as is financially capable. We're financially capable of doing that with smaller units. More family-style things in some of the developments that have been being worked on, for example, in the Netherlands, in the United States with the Greenhouse Project, in Japan. There are a lot of places in the world where you can see where we're going to end up, even in the UK.
Interesting. So we've got a lot to learn from overseas, but we're making good progress.
We're making fantastic progress, and in actual fact, in my opinion, the research base in the United Kingdom is second to none. So a lot of that was one of the reasons for starting the podcast, is I would travel and how come you guys aren't doing LRV differences? What's an LRV difference?
I learned what that meant.
Right. How can you not know what an LRV difference is? So I think everybody has something to add to the party, and I think the United Kingdom has a very special place in terms of the research that has been going on here with Sterling, Worcester, etc.
And you can see with the higher end providers that have been creating luxury settings, that now some of the key learnings from that is sort of cycling through into the middle and it's probably unfair to say middle and the lower end of the sector, I suppose, in terms of luxury living, I suppose, but things like how we use lights, how we use furniture, how we differentiate colours and things like that. It's really starting to trickle through to the whole system, isn't it?
It is, and I think the next place that the UK is likely to go, in my opinion, is into this buzzword of wellness. So just like everybody, Dr. David Sheard started the phrase person-centered care, and everybody batted that around for about 12 years. And some people really did a deep dive into what that actually meant, and some people just used the word on their website. The current word is wellness. This is a place of wellness. And what first alerted me to the fact that this is just a buzzword was when a client of ours, an existing client, renamed their hair salon the Wellness Spa. It's the same hair salon. There are 2 basins and a hairdryer. This is not a wellness, so that got me thinking, what is wellness? And so through the podcast, we're actually developing a wellness interior design audit that I'm getting to launch at the International Conference on Active Aging in Anaheim, California this October. And all of that feeds into what we do at Park Grove Design in terms of informing, do we want to develop wellness in our schemes? Can we offer that to our clients? What does that mean? What does it look like in a home? How does that home differ from one that has not had that criteria applied to it? I think that's really the next place that we're going to go.
Yeah. So my perception of the States is that you do elderly care well. There's a mate that's probably born from films and TV programs, and the idea of a kind of retirement living is a desired outcome for a lot of people. That's the perception that I have. Mm-hmm. I might be completely wrong.
No,
is that I think in the UK there's quite strong resistance from most older people that I know anyway, that's to say, well, what do you mean care?
We don't have the land here.
Yeah.
So part of the problem is in the U.S., and I think you're right, personally I think a lot of the design is quite dated, but the model is quite good in that they have campuses. So so one facility might have 3 restaurants in it. That's desirable. I'm downsizing. I don't want to have to look after my own garden, but I have a garden. I want to be out and about, but I don't necessarily want to have to drive. So that sort of campus setting really suits the United States, where land is, there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Not so much in the UK, and I feel that could be part of the issue is they're not going to be able to get the return on investment.
And the
those
properties
builds.
are small, aren't they? And they're not very desirable.
The plots are small, therefore the properties become small.
I heard stories about in Australia, often retirement living complexes are sold off plan.
Oh, yes.
Because they're super desirable, whereas in the UK it can take years to sell.
Not necessarily. So there's am I allowed to mention groups?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So, for example, we're working with Rangeford right now, and they're selling loads of properties in Strawberry Fields off plan. But again, they have a lot of land. They have a clubhouse campus. Again, it's getting back to that campus thing. There's a spa, but a proper spa. It's not an assisted bathroom with twinkly lights in the ceiling. It's actually a spa. They have a yoga room. They have more than one restaurant. They have private dining. They have a pool table. They have there's a lot more on offer there, and people have individual homes in that complex that is supported.
Yeah.
That's more like the American model.
There's a lady I was talking to who's moving into a site in the middle of Oxford because she's like, I want to be near stuff with things to do. At the moment, I live on the edge of the town. It's a half an hour walk. I've got to get in the car. I don't want to get in the car. I want to be near my family who are here, and actually, and that becomes part of the overall. So these sites are being built kind of adjacent to or very close to lovely old towns and villages, and that people want to live, but they don't want to have to look after their property and do those bits.
And that's what Audley figured out very early on in their retirement living offers. Is we're going to go in a premium location, sometimes right in the middle of town, and then there's everything for everybody. Yeah.
Interesting. So you can see there's a desire to adopt that model in the UK, but I guess we have to just approach it with a UK focus because we're not America, we're the UK.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think again, using Audley as the model, they were buying old rundown country manor houses, and taking the land and putting bungalows on the land, using that central core as a hub. We have opportunities now in the UK that aren't really being used, in my opinion. City centres, great big department stores. Boy, you could do a lot in there, and they're right in the middle of town. So with travel links and things. So I mean, we just have to be a little bit more creative, I think, to come up with the next generation of care and retirement in the UK.
And hopefully not make them cost too much money.
It's getting the pricing. It's getting the price point to be correct. And you were talking about the trickling down. Good care design. It doesn't matter what the cost is. It actually doesn't. You can be very creative with very little money. Don't let any of our customers hear this.
Frugal innovation, I think it's called.
Well, it causes you to be innovative, but it's all about what is the lifestyle that the people that are going to live there aspire to? You can aspire to something without it costing a lot. If the offer is correct, if the building is correct, if there's a lot of flexibility in it, if it's supporting wellness, if it's supporting purpose. Is it supporting purpose? Because if you're in a care facility, for example, and you're waiting for the next meal, or you're waiting for the next thing that comes up on the menu that's in the lift to say, oh, there's bingo at 3:30, is that a purpose? Or is that a thing that's keeping you busy until you die? Nobody wants that.
Yeah. It's really interesting, isn't it? I think, living better, and I guess that's what your Third Age podcast is about then, living better.
It's about facilitating lifestyles as our bodies age that we still want to have. What are we capable of? What can we engage with that makes it worth getting up in the morning, not just to get to the end of the day or the end of the week or Christmas to visit our families again, but what is engaging me actively? My mind, my body, my spiritual side, whatever that might be.
There's a bit of a sort of a trope in this country about the man that works his whole life, retires, plays golf for a year, and then dies because he's got no purpose, and that, so I think that's
it's purpose for me. It's purpose and wellness, and these are things that interior designers can expose client groups to and build those facilities into the infrastructure of the interior of a space.
I have a final question for you. Being American, I'm not sure you might have an opinion on this. It's a bit British-centric. Scones with jam, cream. Would you have a scone with jam on it, then cream, or
no,
have you got no idea what I'm talking about?
No, I do. Okay, my accent is it's almost fake, but it is actually how I talk. I can put on a British accent. I've been here 35 years.
Oh, okay. Well, so that you should know then.
Gave up my citizenship the day Zelensky was humiliated in the Oval Office, so I'm now just British. I vote with my feet. And you definitely put the cream on first.
That's it. That is the correct answer. Brilliant. It's been lovely to meet you. Thank you for coming.
York, you too. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.